chose this day due to May Day, May 1st, also known as International Workers' Day. This is an incredibly important date for working people in the labor movement across the world. Its significance is that in the 19th century, workers in the United States were facing increasingly long and demanding work hours, sometimes up to 16 hours a day, without breaks between work. So together, these workers got together, thousands of them got together, and demanded that they needed an enforced maximum 8-hour work day. So they went on strike, they held protests, and multiple powerful leaders within the labor movement were arrested, injured, some of them were killed. It was a really big deal. However, on the plus side of all of that, they won. They won the ability for workers in America to have these enforced hours, so your employer really can't make you work more than 8-hour days. Since then, May Day has been celebrated across the world, so countries everywhere. A little bit in America, but all around the world, countries come together today, or on May Day, to demand that change occurs. And so that's what we're here today to do. I want to thank you all for coming out here to support each other and to support yourselves. Nothing gets accomplished unless we work together. You know, I could stand up here, and I was really happy to just stand up here all day and just yell at admin all by myself. But that's not going to do anything. They're just going to ignore me as that one crazy girl who's yelling all the time. But so yeah, nothing gets done, nothing big. We don't change anything until we all show up together for each other. So we've been fighting as graduate workers at Binghamton against broad-based fees for years. And last semester, a group of us, including many of you guys, came together and said enough is enough. And through our work and actions and petitioning, we won a huge victory. PhD graduate students were, for the first time at Binghamton, no longer had to pay broad-based fees. We did that. You guys did that. However, Binghamton and President Stenger made a big mistake. They decided to go back on their promise to include all graduate workers, and they left out over 200 graduate workers in this new fee waiver. This also amounts to 1/3 of all TAs and GAs. They still have to pay broad-based fees of over $1,000 a semester to work on this campus. So here we are, once again, we're all together because we're once again demanding that Binghamton University include all graduate employees. We're out here. Many of you guys had that victory already. You guys are not paying these fees, and yet here we all are once again. Because we as a union, we don't leave folks out. We don't leave folks behind. We're not going to stay silent. So our petition gained, we put out another petition that I have here. It got overall 253 signatures, and it was only running for about a month. So that's actually really cool. Our last signature was bigger, but this one had less time, and we still got so much support. So without further ado, I'm going to start reading the petition that I put together today with Bobby pins. Because if anything, I'm creative. Does anyone want to help me read the petition? Yeah. Do you want to read it out? Sure. All right.
In the spring 2022 semester, after years of campaigning by graduate student employees, Binghamton University created a scholarship to recover stolen wages as a result of broad-based fees for full-time tuition-supported grad workers who are currently in a PhD program. This resulted in savings of as much as $2,741 annually for those employees. However, many of our fellow graduate employees have been left out and remain in a vulnerable position, including full-time tuition-supported master's and non-PhD doctoral students. Despite explicit promises, President Stenger himself, that master's students would receive fee scholarships, they have nevertheless been excluded. As of right now, graduate workers in master's and non-PhD doctoral programs, specifically education and pharmacy, are still required to pay broad-based fees of up to $2,741 yearly. In most situations, these students are working alongside PhD workers as TAs and GAs in the same departments, assisting in the same classes, often with much lower pay.